Hello, this is TMNT VS STREET, and welcome back to another video. And in this one, it's going to be a unique one just because we're breaking down a new crossover that was announced that is between the TMNT and Street Fighter. So yeah, as you can see here, we've just got some information about it, and we've got the description and stuff like that. So this was just announced today. In fact, it was only announced just a few minutes ago. So yeah, I'm just really surprised by it all, and I don't really have all my thoughts just processed just yet. So you're gonna hear a lot of rambling on with this one. So yeah. Okay, so the description for this one, as you can see down here, is going to be a 5-issue mini-series following Donnie, Mikey, Leo, Raph, and Jenica. Now, Jenica is the big thing in this series, which I want to pay a lot of attention to. Okay, so as I head to Atlantic City to compete in martial arts tournament, where they discover their opponents are some of the world's legendary fighters, street fighters such as Ryan, Ken, Kanlan, and Gully. Yeah, this might be a good time to say I don't know anything about Street Fighters whatsoever. I know that they do fighting and stuff like that. It's a side-scrolling beat-em-up game. Other than that, I actually have no idea what's really happening with this series or who these characters are. I know that they told us the crossover in terms of like toy form a few months ago, so maybe that might have something to do with all this. But yeah, getting back to this. But tension escalates between the two. They are forced to put aside their fisticuffs to team up and investigate a series of mysterious disappearances. So yeah, it's really interesting with a lot of stuff here. So yeah, okay, so yeah, we've got some cover artists. We've got Ariel Medell, but also the thing is with the actual main cover, which we'll be looking at in a minute, is done by Sarah Myers. So that's interesting. The release date for this one is supposed to be coming out on May 2023. I'm not too sure, maybe there might be a few more delays, just because I'm pretty sure also in May we begin the Suki crossover. So you know, May's going to be a really big time for Toll fans, especially in the crossover department. I think maybe even the Power Ranger crossover might be ending, if it's either the month before or in May. So you know, May's going to be a big month. And yeah, so some other people involved in this one is Paul Ayler, Ariel Mendel, yeah. So Ariel Mendel is also the artist for this, as we do have some pages, and you know, it's really interesting. So yeah, I've got a lot of questions really. So let's actually take a look at the first page. So yeah, first get this page of this person. I have no clue who this guy is, and I mean, the thing is with the Power Ranger crossover, I decided to actually look into Power Rangers and actually watch the show. But with this, I don't even know where to begin. Like, this artwork does look really cool. It looks like really brutal. Must admit, I'm really liking how dark it is. I don't know if that's, I think that might be saliva or something like that. I also would like it to be blood. But yeah, I must admit, so far this is looking really cool. And this all just made me wonder, like, I do sort of hope that this comic is in black and white. This looks amazing like this. But yeah, there's not really too much I can really say about this one. It just looks so... I mean, the thing is, I wish I knew more about Street Fighter to actually comment on it a bit more. And yeah, then going into the next one, we do have the 4 Toes over there. And I will be talking a bit more about that in a minute, because I've got a lot of questions and I've not got enough answers. Then we've got the 2 fighting, and then also the other people in the background of the ring for the Street Fighter side. And then we've also got this referee. I won't lie, I really want him to be Baxter Stockman. He just gives me that kind of vibe, and I really want him to be Baxter Stockman. And yeah, as we go down, we can see the 2 are fighting a bit more. I'm pretty sure this is Raphael. I'm pretty sure it is. There's no, or maybe it's Jenica, because when we look at the toes back there, you can see Johnny's there. I think maybe Jenica's there. I don't know. It's really hard to tell because it's all in black and white. I don't know if I want this in comment to be black and white or coloured now, because it's sort of hard to tell. But yeah, and then the cover. Oh boy, do I have a few things to say about this. One, I love this. So yeah, as you can see down here, it's done by Sarah Myers. So I'm sort of confused. So I'm pretty sure Sarah Myers will probably going to be doing the colours. And I must admit, I absolutely love the colours. Whoever done the colours, which I'm pretty sure is Sarah Myers. they've done an amazing job. I love the toes. They look like giving me IDW vibes, which I'm pretty sure is the IDW toes. I'll be talking about that in a minute. But they also giving me like 2003 vibes and the like the Playmates toy vibes with the colours. Absolutely like that. The Street Fighter characters, not got a clue who they are or anything like that. So yeah. But yeah, where do we even begin with this? This looks amazing. This is all one of those things that I really do wish I knew a bit more about too, just because this seems like a interesting potential crossover. But at the same time, I do have a few things. So the first one is sort of like with the actual story, I don't really know what they're going to be doing. So it just seems as though Verto's going to be fighting the Street Fighters and they're going to be looking into a disappearance. I mean, so far it doesn't really sound too interesting, but at the same time it's more Toll content, so I can't complain. But at the same time, with the inclusion of Jenica, that's all just got me really wondering a lot of stuff. Now I know a lot of people are probably going to complain about this because, you know, it's Jenica. But on the other hand, I'm grateful that it's Jenica. We're finally getting more, Jenica's actually appearing in more stuff. And I'm glad that they're sort of like trying to get Jenica normalised a bit, so that's great. But the thing is with this is, I've got more questions now, more than than the Sugi crossover. I mean, with this crossover, is this crossover going to be set in the IDW universe? And would that make like Street Fighter's canon to the IDW comics and stuff like that? And then also, whereabouts would this take place on the timeline for the IDW stuff? Would this be taking place after the Armageddon game? And will any of the Armageddon game actually affect what's happening in the or this crossover? Will this crossover actually matter? Like, I've got so many questions about this, and I'm not too sure they'll actually give the answers. But oh my god, there's so many questions I got about this, and it's just down to Jenica being in this. If Jenica wasn't in this crossover, I got a feeling I would not be having as many questions as I do right now. But yeah, I'm just not too sure if this will be set in the IDW universe or not. Whenever they do announce these crossovers, I would like them to actually announce or say if like the crossover is going to be connected to like a certain universe or not. But yeah, so far, I'm looking forward to it. I just don't think I'm going to enjoy it as much as the other crossovers because I don't know anything about Street Fighter. So I don't know if this is actually going to be a good crossover or not. From the looks of things, it could potentially be, but at the same time, I don't really know all too much. I feel like this could be a good crossover. I just think it really depends on where things go and all that. But yeah, I must admit, so far, it's interesting. I can't say much more than that. I'm really interested to see what happens and stuff like that. And also, I want to know if this is in the IDW comics or not. Oh god, but yeah, let me know in the comment section below what you think about all this. Because again, this is really interesting in terms of if this is actually going to be set in the IDW comics or not. And are you looking forward to this crossover? But yeah, that's going to be it for today, guys. If you do have some, please share, like, subscribe and all stuff. Goodbye, yo, bye.